Okay, well, John Alwyn-Jones reporting for Travel Mode TV from the centre of France. We're in the Burgundy region of France, and we're on the top deck of a Uniworld, Trafalgar Uniworld riverboat called River Royale. And I'm sitting with Alex Joanna.
Yes.
Okay? And you're the cruise manager on board this
Indeed,
vessel.
I'm the cruise manager on board. It's been a great challenge about 2 years ago now when we started.
Don't you love that accent, though? Keep going.
I keep going then.
Yeah.
And we've had the pleasure to welcome many guests from different parts of the world, from Provence all the way through the heart of France and north to Burgundy now. This is the third year for us.
Fantastic. What do you think of the unique properties, though, of a river cruise? I mean, people talk about going cruising. It's the biggest boom industry in travel. But what about river cruising?
Well, river cruising, I realize, appeals more and more to guests who have been traveling on big ocean liner these last years or sometimes forever. And they are now looking for a more intimate environment.
Yeah.
They appreciate...
The gendarmes are coming to get me, that's what this is, okay?
Yes, someone is wanted.
Yeah, I'm wanted. Oh, no, they've gone past, so it can't be me.
That was the ambulance. Watch out.
Oh, sorry. Carry on, Alex.
So we continue, we realize that many guests who have been on ocean liners are looking for a more intimate way of traveling, and they still want a very comfortable environment, nice service, personal attention. They appreciate also that shoreside is never far. It is very convenient for them to disembark and visit the city and come back whenever they feel they like to come back on board.
Mm-hmm. And you have Australians on board as well as Americans and Canadians, South Africans and so on. Mm-hmm. Do you have to sort of tailor what you say or what you offer slightly to different markets?
What we try to do on board, we try to have when we are talking about amenities or when we are talking about the gastronomy on board, we try to have some meals that could be in bracket international, and we also like to include some French recipes that would give a local taste to the guests who are coming from every corner of the world.
Yeah, and look, at the end of the day, Travel Mole, one of the things Travel Mole's sort of known for is telling it the way it is, and the food is absolutely fabulous on board.
It is.
So tell me a bit about, you've got executive chefs on board as well?
We do have an executive chef who is from France. He's a French gentleman who has been working in river cruising for 15, 20 years maybe. He really knows, how to lead a team and really looks into detail. They do have an excellent team. They are about, 5 persons altogether involved with the preparation of the meal. The hot part of the meal and also all the pastries are made on board. The bread is baked on board as well. And as we have different loading per week, we can say that's another advantage of river cruising, that the food on board is always fresh. All the fruits and all the vegetables, we load them along the way as we make the stops in the different port of call. So that also guarantees the quality of the meals that are served on board.
Tell me something. Now, your job is to make sure every single passenger on board this boat is happy. Yeah?
As much as possible, of course.
Okay.
Of course.
So what do you, how do you sort of make sure that happens?
How do I make sure it happens? I do try to spend a little time with every guest on board, and that's sometimes a challenge. You don't want to miss out. Everyone is important. And when I come on board, I don't think I'm going to work with a group because this is not the way I approach it. I do realize that every person is an individual. And they all have different point of interest, different needs, and we try to adapt and try to not forget anything.
Do you find, coming back to the cultural nuances, Americans are quite demanding when they're on holiday, and Australians maybe are a bit more laid back, the British can be a bit fussy. How do you deal with all that?
You just make it simple, be pretty laid back about it and keep a good spirit, really. Try to always look in the positive side of things. Of course, everyone is different, but also amongst the different nationality, everyone is different anyway.
Of course.
So we try to make jokes, of course, in a nice way about everyone on board. What is also important is we try to encourage people to meet, because when you travel in France, is also, of course, you are discovering France, but it is also a chance to learn and hear about a different part of the world. Most of the people on board are well traveled, they travel a lot. So most probably some passenger coming from Australia may have been in the UK or may have been in the United States. They may have something in common, and that's also a nice way for them to bond and talk.
Well, tell me, for travel agents and tour operators and so on in Australia, thinking of booking a Uniworld or Trafalgar Uniworld River Cruise, whatever, compared to other operations, I mean, why would they book with Trafalgar Uniworld, and what are the special things that you think that they should use in their selling? You know what I mean? What are the unique features of these cruises?
The unique feature, we really try to look at our ship and the MS River Royale, of course, but every single of the ship of the fleet of 9 ships altogether now for Uniworld. We try to look into details, quality service. We really want a floating hotel, a 4 or 5-star floating hotel with as much comfort as possible. We want our guests to feel at home whenever they travel on a European river, and that's important. The comfort, of course, the amenities on board, the service, the people-to-people service. I guess this is something important. And the fact also that in every port of call you do have some activities that are included everywhere. On many cruises we try to have some unique feature, either very special guests coming on board, like the Valrhona teacher. We are the only company where they would come on board to present their product. No one else actually has that feature. Every cruise, every destination would have those unique activities, and it also helps us to stay different from the competition.
It seems to me as well you've achieved a really good balance between experiencing the destination and the country and making people feel comfortable, you know, because some people are still nervous about being in a particular town or city. You're there enough, but not too much, you know. It's a fine balance.
You have to find the right balance, because everyone is adult, and at some point everyone likes to be a little on their own and make their own experience. And this is important, that people feel like when they are in France, or just like when they are home, they can easily go into the city center with providing them enough information, so they can go to the local grocery, go to the local baker, buy patisserie, try some wine, and enjoy French life.
We've done lots of that.
Yes, it's important, you know, for French, so it has to be important for everyone as well.
Now, on this particular cruise, we've sailed up from Arles, practically on the Mediterranean, right up now to Chalon-sur-Saône, which is the furthest, most navigable part. Which is your favourite little part of it?
My favourite, I must say, I have many favourite places. Whenever I travel along the river or anywhere else, it's hard to pick a favourite place. I love the fact that you have such an old city in Arles with the Roman influence and the Spanish atmosphere that is there at the time of the feria, with the bullfight, with the running of the bull. A lot of party, and people like that, very warm, you know, people live outdoor. Avignon, of course, with the Pope's Palace is also quite a highlight. Viviers is the most picturesque little village that you can find along the way, and to be honest, if the ship were not coming, people would really miss out, because it's so cute, you know, it's like a pearl along the river. Lyon, our first Tournon, of course. Everyone knows about the wine, the Hermitage. Many guests coming from the United States or Australia know about Valrhona, so it's also nice for them. They can be connected to something that they can actually experiment and see themselves. Lyon is, of course, the second or third largest city in France. Still, many quarters of the city retains a lot of character, like all the passageway that you have seen the other day, besides the rain, but that was a one-off. It has a lot to offer. It's also the one chance that people can really walk into the city and have enough free time, you know, enjoy the city themselves. And then, of course, we are here now in Burgundy. That's another flavor. I must say Burgundy is special. I have many members of my family who are in Burgundy. So it brings great memories of my childhood when we went on family vacation. But all the scenery, you know, all the architecture and the wine, I must say, I'm very French.
But the wine and the food, and this morning we went to a market this morning. There's a local market in this town in Chalon, and it's people doing their regular shopping. They're not going to supermarkets, they're buying their potatoes and their carrots and their croissants and their bread and everything, and it's regular people, so it's not, you know, tourist created.
No, and a lot of travelers to France are pretty amazed, you know. Of course they see pictures of it and they hear about it, and when they come here they experiment it and they really feel like this is everyday life. It is not something that we put up like a show for visitors. In every cities of France you have one small market and one big market normally on a Saturday. So every French person would rather go to the market, see the producer, buy the groceries, rather than going to the supermarket, and they don't really know how long these items have been traveling to get there.
Absolutely. Well, look, thank you very much indeed. You and your colleagues have done a fantastic job, and no bullshit, as they say in Australia. Absolutely true. And it's been an amazing experience. I mean, I've been on many, many cruises, ocean cruises. I mean, one of the key differences here is the ship doesn't rock from side to side.
It doesn't. It's very smooth.
It's very smooth,
yeah.
but you get right into the communities. That's what I like. So thank you very much indeed.
You're very welcome.
I'd like you to just say one more thing, okay? A bit of a welcome to the Australian travel trade to book this boat, the River Royale, on the Rhone-Séon. So you can say it in French and then say it in English.
Well, I will say it maybe in English first. To all our guests coming from Australia, as I know you travel along for a long period of time in Europe, do make sure you treat yourself and come and join us here on any of the ships of Uniworld. It will be a pleasure for us to welcome you with us. As we will say in French, ce sera un plaisir pour nous de vous accueillir à bord de cet hôtel flottant et de faire en sorte que vous soyez à la maison ici sur le MS River Royale. Merci.
Merci, Alex. Thank you. This is John Alwyn-Jones reporting for Travel Mode TV from the River Royale with Uniworld in Chalon-sur-Saône in France. Thank you.